onda, vatos locos, damas y caballeros? It's your boy Dave in the 702 coming back at you for that Thursday night weekly picks, NFL picks with my co-host all the way from the city of brotherly love, Philly Irish, Drew Evo. How's it going? The Eagles got the bye week this week, right?
Yeah, they're playing the Browns.
Oh, my bad. I forgot. I'm already mixed up. I know the Chiefs are taking the long. So, saludos to everybody joining us live on Thursday night football. Big shout out to all my Niner gang. Oh, man, Sonteo Media. This another nail biter. If it wasn't for that interception they just had, oh, man, I could write this whole season off going 2-4. But we got to throw, 9-3, 12-point lead with just 5 minutes left. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So until Media says, fly, Eagles, fly. You're playing the Browns and Deshaun Watson. I'm feeling comfortable about it. It's the Chiefs. First place Chiefs, 5-0. And also Vikings, 5-0. That they get the long layoff. And the Niners are going to need these 10 days off if they win this game, man. They're going to definitely need those 10 days off. We're going to get right into the picks for this week. What's hot in the NFL as we approach NFL Week 6. Let me, guys, I apologize about that. Let me take that down. It literally says Week 5. As you can see, I'm not prepared. Get off the screen, y'all. Get off the screen. Let me fix that real quick. All right, Drew. There we have it. Shout out SP, saludos, Sin City, Syndicate. Man, if I got to blame anybody for my Niners woes, it might be you, Sin City Syndicate. Poutine P, shout out to you. Y'all didn't hear it. It's Libras. It's our birthday month for both Drew, Evo, and I. And my birthday is tomorrow night. And Drew, I had plans, man. Like, I wanted to go out to a really nice dinner, but I haven't made reservations because I got this fucking Amazon package coming. Excuse my language. And they told me between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. and it's a huge package. I bought myself. Anybody pick up anything on Prime Day? I picked up myself another Sony TV for the master bedroom. It was a steal. So shout out to all the Libras. I'm gonna drink my first beer of the night. I'm probably gonna stay up pretty late and celebrate my birthday. Appreciate it, everybody. Let's get right into the picks. Drew's got a busy night ahead. 49ers, I'll keep you afloat. I know you guys are probably watching that as well. All right, let's start off with Sunday morning. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Can you believe the guy with the beautiful, glorious hair finally won a game, Drew? I mean, the guy should be doing hair commercials. Does he do hair commercials in Florida?
Probably not. You should ask Johnny Savage.
Where is Johnny Savage? But all kidding aside, the Chicago Bears have a red-hot defense, probably one of the top defenses in the NFL right now. Jacksonville Jaguars are a plus 1.5. Where's Paul Martinez? He picked it correctly, the Jacksonville Jaguars, for an upset last week. They pick up their first win of the year. Can they pick up a second against the top-rated defense, Drew? I'm not feeling it.
The Bears are number 7th in total defense.
Okay.
And they give up under 300 yards a game and everything. Like that's one of the thing about the Bears, bright spots about the Bears, that they are the number 7 total defense, the number 6 against the pass, and they're what are they against the one? I got the stats right. I got the things right here.
All right, look that up.
The 18th. If you're going to go and do something against this defense, you won the ball, because they're 18th in the league against the one. They're 6 against the pass. They're 18th against the one. So any idea, you won against them, because they give up 120 yards on the ground a game, the Bears, and if you want to pass, they're only giving up 176 yards passing in the air. And I think really vastly improved Bears defense if we look at it. But Jacksonville, I'm going to look at certain things with Jacksonville. Jacksonville has been disappointing. Like, I don't know. Let's see. Let me see if I can put it away real quick. So, like, it's really crazy how bad Jacksonville is these first couple, 5 weeks of the season. So let's see. Bears are actually number 26 in total offense. So that's something that the Jaguars can look at. Hey, the one of the bottom half, like close to bottom in total offense and everything. And like if you look at it, like offense, where are the Jaguars at? I'm trying to find out. Where the fuck are the Jaguars? They're 15th in the league in total offense.
Yeah. They got their offense going last week, but against the Chicago Bears defense, I don't know. They're not favored. Chicago Bears are favored by just 1.5. The over sits at 44.5. Under is 44.5. And I got a feeling that the Bears are going to keep the Jaguars offense in check, and this is going to be a really low scoring game. That's just me.
I look at it like this. Jags are 20th in passing offense. It's not going to be enough for a defense that gives up 176 yards in the air. They're much better against the Jacksonville. They're number 11th in the league in running offense. So I look at them if they're going to have a chance to win this game, they got to win the ball. They got to have a consistent one-hand attack and everything. And then that sets up like the play action and everything, bootlegs, like start a little bit of an RPO game against this Bears defense, confuse them a little bit to see where it's at. But until the thing about it is you make the rookie beat you and everything. That's when you're playing on your Jacksonville on defense, you have that rookie beat you. You make him have to make his throws and everything because he's not really having that good of a rookie year. He's starting to come afloat a little bit, but tell you the truth, you put pressure on him. He makes bad decisions. This is what he is. This is who he is. Like this is how he was in college. I don't understand how he's the number one overall pick. I would have never took him at number one. It's just too many downsides for Caleb Williams. Like this is something like if you're gonna look at a quarterback and say, "Oh, this is the quarterback that I wanted," I don't know. I don't think it would be Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I want to send a big shout out to my boy Tommy from San Francisco. He put in some really good picks here. And he was just telling me about some activities in downtown Las Vegas. But he says my locks for this weekend, Houston over New England. And I agree on that. The Texans, we'll get to that game shortly. Atlanta over Carolina and Tampa. Buccaneers had a great game against the Eagles, against the New Orleans. And I think Derek Carr is out this weekend. That's a pretty easy pick with Derek Carr having an oblique injury for several weeks. Ooh, yeah. We'll get to those other games. So, Drew, Chicago Bears, you going to go with the spread, negative 1.5, the under, the over?
I would take the Bears with the -1.
All right. I'm going to agree with you. I don't think Jacksonville Jaguars' luck will continue going into week number 6. Let's get into your game, which is also early Sunday morning, which is Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson will having one of the richest contracts in the NFL against the Eagles, coming off a loss. Drew, do you feel this is a must? Like the 49ers all week have been saying this is a must-win game. I don't think you guys are going to struggle. You guys have the biggest spread of the week, kind of like the 49ers have had, but they've come up short. Philadelphia Eagles favored by 9.5 points. Ooh, give me your Eagles report right now. What's going on with the Eagles? They've had the bye. They played last week.
They changed a lot on defense. Like we're gonna get our weapons back. We're gonna get an offensive tackle back, but they changed a lot on defense. They actually took Avonte Maddox, the nickel corner, out of that position. They're going to start the second rookie that they drafted with the second round pick, the other quarterback, Cooper DeJean. So our secondary is going to have 2 starting rookie corners on it, and then they're talking about taking out N'Kobe Dean and potentially giving Jeremiah Trotter Jr. reps at linebacker at his spot to see how he does. And then Hunt, the pass rusher that we drafted with the third round pick and everything, he did good last game with the limited snaps that he got. They planned about giving him some of Bryce Huff's snaps and everything to see how it is. So, these moves going to be better? You should be able to get on, you should be able to get 4 sacks on this Cleveland Browns team. If they don't, it's a big concern. It's a really big concern. This is like the comeback up game.
Okay. To cover the spread, you guys got to win by a field goal and a touchdown. Are you confident in that? Would you go with the spread this weekend?
I'll take the money line.
All right. I think you guys are going to win. And Cleveland Browns are Deshaun Watson is absolutely awful. Do you guys win by 10? Oh, shoot. Apologize, guys. Skype causes problems for Drew and I all the time. I don't use that StreamYard. I use something else, so we use Skype to talk, and obviously it causes issues. But Drew's fairly confident. Do I feel as confident that they're going to win by 9.5 points? Oh, I think the Eagles win by a touchdown. That being said, then I don't have them covering the spread. That's a rare pick for me, but I do think the Eagles will win. All right. Tommy says Devontae Smith is back after a 2-week absence from Philly. Oh, that's really good news for them. Like Drew was said, he's getting some of his offensive weapons back and defensive weapons back. So while Drew comes back, this team is red hot. They're featuring the Washington Commanders. Obviously, they've got the hottest rookie quarterback in the league. They are 4-1. This is probably my favorite game to watch Sunday morning. Washington Commanders against the Baltimore Ravens. And boy, 4-1. And if the Ravens had a really rough start to their season, but I think Lamar Jackson has got it under control now. In fact, I was looking at the power rankings for quarterbacks, and let's look at Jaden Daniels is ranked number 6 as on the power rankings for quarterback. 5 games, 77.1 percentage, completion, 1,135 passing yards, 8.7 yards per pass. Wow. 4 pass touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 300 rushing yards. He's red hot. He's the youngest quarterback, but Lamar Jackson, a really shifty veteran here. Lamar Jackson is finally playing some good ball. Let's take a look at the rankings here for Baltimore Ravens. They sit at first place at 3-2 and going against a team that is 4-1. Does the rookie beat the savvy veteran and Lamar Jackson, a 2-time MVP? Ooh. Let's see. DraftKings has Lamar Jackson, the favored by 7 points. They're -0.7 favorite. Washington Commanders a +7. Obviously, the bettors, the betting experts, don't think that Washington Commanders' luck will continue. They are sitting at 4-1. This one is tough. Washington Commanders, are they going to keep playing against great teams that well? Are they going to finally start to crumble a little bit? And it looks like the 49ers just got an interception. 29-24 is the score right now. Anything could happen. The 49ers have crumbled recently. Looks like 1st and goal for the 49ers and a timeout call by Seattle. And Seattle had just scored. That's what I'm saying. Anything could happen in these last 2 minutes in the NFL, especially with the 49ers' luck they've had recently. Was that an interception? No, guys. It was Purdy with an epic run. Who had that run just now? Number 31. Is that Garendo, the rookie? Garendo coming up with the biggest play of his young career, stepping in because, what's his name? James is out. Wow. Garendo, number 31, rookie for the 49ers, coming up with the biggest run of his young career. And I watched this tape, his college tape, and there was a read. This guy is an athletic beast. Give him an opportunity, and here he is making the biggest play. Yeah, Garendo, good for him. Good for him. This is going to put the 49ers comfortably either by 3 or 7, and it looks like we're going to be tied with the Seattle Seahawks here at 3-3. All right, 29-24. The 49ers going to try to score a touchdown. And both the 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks will be 3-3 And that makes us tied in first place. Finally playing ball, at least 500 ball. Oh, that is good news as the 49ers are going to be playing the Kansas City Chiefs. Drew, the 49ers just had a big run. They're in scoring position with just a minute and 30 seconds left, it looks like, Drew. And boy, the 49ers needed this one. This was a must win. Absolutely. The team knows it. Must win. I'm behind, SB. They got a touchdown? I'm watching this on my little Amazon device. It's on Prime Day, right? So I don't know. I may be behind. But good for the Niners. Whew. All right, Drew. While you were gone, Washington Commanders versus Baltimore Ravens. 4-1 Washington Commanders. The red-hot rookie quarterback Daniels. Can his luck continue against Lamar Jackson, a two-time MVP? Ravens are favored.
I'm picking the Ravens in this. Here's the thing. I expected I predicted the Commanders' record was going to be 7-10 or 8-9. I thought there would be a lot more competitive this year. I thought that they would be better. They would be a lot more competitive, but they would still not be a playoff team. And they were actually beat some of the non-good teams, and like the teams that you think they're going to lose to, they're going to lose to them, and they're going to win games. They're not going to win enough to get in the playoffs. They're going to miss the playoffs, but they starting 4-1 because basically the schedule is kind of easy. Week
right.
1, they lost to a playoff team on the road, and then they beat like fucking 4 bad teams. So I don't think they beat the Ravens. Yeah, they beat the Bengals in Cincinnati, but Bengals are 1-4. Yeah, the losses are all by like fucking 6 points or less, but the secondary is not that good. And tell you the truth, they're not going to be able to win with this rookie's legs the whole game. And like, what happens when this kid ain't going to pass the ball well? He's got to move his leg. It's not going to happen, and everything. So I'm picking the Ravens to win. I think they win maybe by 14.
Okay, well, comfortably above the spread, Drew. That's going to drop the records if you're correct with your pick. Commanders will drop to 4-2. The Eagles are almost certain. We both discussed we think the Eagles are going to win. That's going to put them at 3-2. Cowboys are playing this week. We'll get to their game, but you're coming off that. You already had your bye week, so you're a whole game behind them. But no, things are looking up for your team, and that definitely will help you if they lose. All right. Well, I also agree with you, Drew. I don't think the Washington Commanders' luck will continue, and I think the Ravens are going to carry this game and cover the spread. That moves us to the next 10 a.m. game on Sunday, Houston Texans versus the New England Patriots. I still enjoy watching C.J. Stroud, Drew. They are the favored by just 6.5 points, and New England has been having quarterback issues, right? They started a new quarterback last week.
They finally started the rookie, that they drafted, Drake May.
He's huge, right? The guy's huge.
Yeah. You know what? I'm really picking. I think Houston's winning by more than 10 in this game. If you look at it, Houston is 4-1. They're in the top categories on both offense and defense. Yeah, they're going to miss Nico Collins for a couple games. They are, but you still got Stephon Diggs and everything. But I don't know. I still think they win comfortably.
Yeah, actually, Tommy here in the chat says Houston by 20, face blue smiling. Yeah, I definitely think I think this quarterback, I'm going to keep my eyes on him. I'm going to be watching a little bit of the highlights on this game as well because I'm interested in what the guy they drafted. He looks like a specimen of a quarterback, and I don't think he's going to be so bad if he gets the right supporting cast around him. New England was probably right to finally put him to work and see how this thing pans out. But against the red-hot Houston Texans, Drew, I am comfortable that they are going to cover that spread as well. Now, Arizona Cardinals versus the Green Bay Packers. Arizona Cardinals coming off the biggest win of their season, upsetting the 49ers in Santa Clara too. They find themselves not the favorite against Green Bay Packers. What's going on with the Packers? Are they healthy right now? Jordan Love is comfortably back, getting in his groove?
He's getting in his groove. I'm picking the Packers. And I if you look at it, I would pick the Packers in this. Clearly, pick them because I don't know, something like the Packers. He's just coming back and everything. It's really hard to tell right now because the Packers got a good defense and everything.
Cardinals are 2-3, Drew. Kyler Murray pulled off an epic comeback against the 49ers. You know, I might say that's not saying much considering the Rams that are sitting at 1-4 also did the exact same thing. A lot of those woes are just coaching decisions and injuries on the San Francisco 49ers, not being able to shut down teams on third down. But the Cardinals, Drew, do they have any momentum going forward? I mean, they've got this confidence that they beat the San Francisco 49ers. Should we not underestimate them, or am I tripping?
No, Cardinals are always going to be is always going to be a feisty team and everything. Like they're like a player. They could be a play away from winning.
Yeah, actually, Poutine P says Cardinals over the Pack. That's definitely an upset pick. Usually, Paul Martinez is in here doing the upsets. Tommy also says that's a pick'em game to me. It's going to be good. I really don't know about Kyler Murray, but yeah. The favorite is Green Bay Packers by 5.5 points. Drew, you're going to say that they're going to win. I don't want Arizona Cardinals to get on a hot streak, man. I don't support any team in the NFC West other than my team. But I think the Green Bay Packers are overall the much more talented team, and they don't have the propensity to choke and allow teams to come back as bad as the Niners have this season. So I'm going to go with you, Drew. I'm going to pick Packers winning, covering the spread by a touchdown. They're favored by 5.5 points. Now, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Drew, you guys just played them, but the New Orleans Saints are without Derek Carr, who has suffered a pretty serious oblique injury, and they say he may be out for weeks. That changes everything for New Orleans Saints. Who is starting for the New Orleans Saints? Anybody here in the chat know?
Spencer Rattler.
Oh, that's right. He just put it in the chat. Rattler, right?
Yeah.
New Orleans Saints are... Okay, Buccaneers are favorite by just 3 points. Do they cover that spread easily? The over's 41 points, under's 41 points. Tampa Bay Buccaneers got to be feeling pretty good about themselves. And you know what, Drew? Shout out to everybody from the Tampa area in Florida, man. I with that stadium, you saw the baseball stadium in Tampa, the whole roof just come out. You know, prayers to everybody. I hope that there wasn't too many loss of life in that big hurricane, man. So where is this game, as a matter of fact? Is this in Tampa, or it's got to be in New Orleans, right?
New Orleans.
Okay, right. How do you see this game playing out with New Orleans Saints with a backup quarterback?
I don't know. The only positive is Tampa's like bottom 4 against the pass, so they can get a passing game going. It could go on. Like, God damn, this fucking vet's not working.
It's hot up there.
Yeah, I'm getting ready. Give me a second, Dave.
All right, go ahead. Let me give a quick shout out to my boy Fonzie 619. The Padres tomorrow. Padres Dodgers, a very hot contested National League playoff game. Man, I'm wishing Fonzie and the Padres all the best of luck. He says I got money on the Bears to beat the Jags. Yeah, that's a good game to have money on. For sure, Fonzie. So best of luck to the Padres, and hit me up about those boxing seats. I got some other friends that might be interested in going. SB says good game, 36-24 for a Thursday night football game. It got a little dicey there. Seahawks at home definitely showed a lot of heart, and the 49ers offensively put up a lot of points. Thankfully, the defense did well in creating some turnovers. I'm really happy with it. We're tied here at 3-3. That gives us some confidence to play the Chiefs, and we're gonna need that, man. Oh, I gotta call I gotta call that Chiefs friend of mine, Rhonda, and bust her balls, because we're playing them in 10 days or so, right? That's gonna be a repeat of the Super Bowl. Ooh, it's always rough playing the Kansas City Chiefs, man. Always hard. All right, let's look at the next game here on Tampa Bay Buccaneers, New Orleans Saints. I think the Saints are gonna lose that one. That brings us to the last 10 a.m. game. Indianapolis Colts versus Tennessee Titans. The Titans are just favored by 3 points. I got no skin in this game, guys. I don't know. I'm not watching these teams. I'm not really keeping up with them. Put it in the chat who you guys are going to think. They think the over is going to be 43 points. Let's take a look at Titans rankings right here. I could really care less about these. These are some of those teams that I just don't have any interest in. Titans are 1-3. 1-3. That's pretty bad. Let's see how their opponent is doing here. Indianapolis Colts. Where you at? Colts are in the same division, AFC South. They're sitting at 2-3. Fonzie, the Vikings, really? By the way, guys, there's a really great, if you guys haven't been keeping up on some of my vlogging adventures, I've been doing a lot of food reviews, Fonzie, and there's a restaurant that I've been to. It's called the Blue Ox Tavern. They got the best bar food. Oh, if you guys haven't seen the bar food at Blue Ox, I'm going to do a video on it maybe this next week. It is a Minnesota Vikings bar right here in Las Vegas on Sahara Avenue. Now, anybody could go to it, but I mean, I suggest you don't wear your team colors. I'm not walking in wearing this shit. But wow, dude, they got the best bar food. Tommy, I know you come here quite often. Fonzie, you do too. Anybody wants to go for lunch there, the food is fantastic. They got the best damn fish tacos. My friend's always talking about fish tacos. He's a Minnesota Vikings fan. He even goes to the games in Europe. He's like, you got to eat here. He dragged me to a Minnesota Vikings bar. And wouldn't you know it, they got some of the best damn bar food. I can't believe it. Can't believe how good it is. So keep it locked on this channel here, because I'll probably do a food review on the Blue Ox Tavern. Like I said, anybody could just walk up in there, but it is a Vikings bar in Las Vegas. The whole bar is dedicated to the Minnesota Vikings. So Drew stepped away here. Let me quickly go to Indianapolis Colts, Tennessee Titans. I think Drew's coming back. Who do you guys have in this? I'm going to say the Indianapolis Colts will cover this. They're not favored. Tennessee Titans are. We'll move on to the next game. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Raiders. I live right here in Las Vegas, guys. What do you guys think? They're changing quarterbacks yet again. Looks like O'Connell's getting the nod this week. Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, Drew. We're back to the 1 o'clock games now. Moved on to the 1 o'clock games. Pittsburgh Steelers versus Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders are not favored. Pittsburgh Steelers are favored by 3. Didn't they already play? Was it preseason, or they've already played this year?
Who? The Vegas and
the Steelers. I swear.
they didn't play this year.
No, they didn't play this year. They must have played a preseason game. Anyways, the Raiders have all kinds of problems right now. Obviously, Devontae Adams wants out of the Raiders. He's talking trade. That's got to be putting a huge morale issue on the team. And they're going to shift from Minshew back to O'Connell, it looks like, for this week. So what do you think? What are your thoughts, man? Pittsburgh Steelers?
Well, it was only a matter of time before Minshew lost the job. Like, I'm picking Pittsburgh. I don't think, it's going to get to a point that Raiders are going to become sellers at the deadline. I think that, you ain't have no chance of contending. I think you cut your losses and rebuild.
I hear you, man. Steelers are sitting at 3-2. Should they beat the Raiders this Sunday, they'll improve to 4-2, and the Raiders will fall to 2-4. And you could start to see, if they fall 2-4, why a talent like Adams wants out of here. I agree with you, Drew. I think the Steelers are going to cover. Anybody picking the Raiders to win this week? I think the Steelers will cover the spread. He's going to have to shake off a lot of rust, O'Connell. All right, that brings us to a very interesting game. Let me know, do I have any Chargers fans? Fonzie, are you a LA Chargers fan, or are you pissed off they left San Diego? Chargers versus the Denver Broncos, Drew.
Broncos are the number 3 overall defense. There's somewhat a surprise of winning games so far. The 3-2. So, this might be a defensive battle. So, and the Chargers, it's not the same identity. Like, they're more of a one-first team now, the Chargers. It's not the dominant pass-throwing offense and having Justin Herbert throwing 45, 50 times a game. His numbers went down from throwing the football. He's not like he's averaging 25 passes a game now, Justin Herbert. And they're more of a one setup offense under Jake Harbaugh. So,
well, it's no easy division, Drew. Obviously, the Chiefs are 5-0. Then like you said, Broncos have one of the top defenses. They're sitting at 3-2. Chargers 2-2 with a brand new coach who happens to be one of my favorite 49ers coaches ever, Harbaugh. Him and his khaki pants. This is not what I think they expected. I think Harbaugh, with his record, 49ers and college football, he must have a lot of expectations on these players. But if they're banged up, like you said, they better do something. They're going to have to shake things up. Obviously, this is a division rival. You got the Broncos winning this one?
You know what? Here's the thing. I'll be more confident in the Chargers to win this because of their offense. But if this turns into a defensive battle, I can see Denver winning it. But I don't know. The key to this game is the rookie quarterback, Bo Nix. You know,
Bo Nix. Everybody's talking about Bo Nix.
If he can have an average good game and everything, the Broncos will win it.
Well, that'll definitely shake things up in their division, especially if the 49ers finally get a win over the Chiefs in 10 days. That will really shake up the AFC, their AFC division. Now, actually, Chargers are favored. Chargers are favored by 3 points. That's good news to me. I'm going to go with the Chargers covering the spread. I like that. Fonzie619 also says, I like the San Diego Chargers. LA Chargers are crap, but they will still beat the Broncos. There you have it. All right. Drew, Detroit Lions versus division rivals or rivals of the San Francisco 49ers. Dallas Cowboys. This is a very close game. The over is 52 points. They're expecting a lot of points, under 52 as well, obviously. Detroit Lions versus the Cowboys. Ooh, Detroit Lions and all their weapons, offensive weapons, receiver core.
I'm picking the Detroit Lions.
Aha, that's what I like to hear.
I don't think. If look at it like this, Pittsburgh's not really that great of an offense. They should have won the game still, and everything. But I don't think Dallas can win a shootout against Detroit. Like, I don't think they can defend the one, and Detroit can win the ball. I just don't. I don't even think this is going to be a close game.
Really?
I think Detroit can win this by 10 plus points.
Very interesting. The Lions are 3-1. They had a bye week already, and the Cowboys are 3-2. This is a game I'll be definitely interested in. What do you guys say? I'm very interested in this game, and the Cowboys would fall, and that would absolutely improve the Eagles' position. Drew, I think you guys, if they lose this game and you guys win, that puts you guys in a tie in the division for second place. If the Commanders lose, that makes things very interesting too, huh? Commanders lose, Eagles win, Cowboys lose this weekend. That really is going to put you guys in good shape going forward for the second half of the season. All right, I do have Detroit Lions and all their offensive weapons. I like their receiver corps. I'm a big fan of them. Obviously, a fan of the quarterback. He's a Bay Area kid, played for Cal. I'm going Detroit Lions. Atlanta Falcons versus the Carolina Panthers. I saw something in the chat here. Did you guys have the Falcons over the lousy Carolina Panthers? They're favored by 6 points. I'm talking the Falcons, Drew. How easy is this one to
I'm taking the 6. I'm taking the 6 point spread.
Yeah, Falcons for sure. Atlanta, I'm taking them as well. Carolina Panthers continue to suffer as being one of the worst teams in the NFL. Now, this game might be a little bit more interesting. They got this one close at 5 o'clock. This is the evening game. Cincinnati Bengals favored by just 3.5 points against the New York Giants. What is going on with both of these teams? And Burrows.
I'm picking the Bengals. Like, this is must win. This is must win. You lose this game, you're practically out of the playoffs. I can't see you like being 1-5 and making the playoffs. 1-4, you have a very slim chance of coming back from it. 1-5, you are not coming back from. And if they are 1-5, they're gonna wind up trading Higgins or Chase at the deadline. Because they're not keeping both of them. They're not going to be able to sign both of them and everything. So you're going to wind up. You need to wind up trading one of them. If you're 1-5, you're trading one of them. You're getting picks. You're getting at least a first round pick for one of these guys and everything. And you just need to like rebuild and everything. Like it's your defense is not really that good right now, but you're still only losing games by 6 points or fewer, but you guys just not making the plays when you got to make them.
Tommy just put in the chat, I bet $1 million that Jared Goff doesn't go 18 for 18. Is that what he did last week? He went 18 for 18. I'm just looking up. He's not ranked number 11 in the quarterback ratings, just one behind San Francisco's Brock Purdy. Yeah, Jared Goff had a fantastic showing the last time out. All right. Now, Drew, I'm agree with you. Cincinnati Bengals are going to take this one easily. Over 47.5 points. That's interesting too. That wager right there. New York Giants. No, huh? Low score.
Nah, I'm not going. I'm going. It's gonna be under 47. I'm telling you that right now. I don't think if we're gonna look at it, I don't think one of these teams are going to score under 20 points.
Yeah, Tommy says that he likes that receiver. The Giants have one of the best wide receivers right now in Neighbors. All right, let me take a look at that. They would fall to 2-4. Can they pull off this upset? That would obviously be a huge upset this week. And that is the Sunday night game. That leads us into, now there's 4 teams on a bye week. Both of them the undefeated teams, the Chiefs and the Vikings. So this is going to be a great game on Monday night. It should be pretty interesting because the New York Jets just fired former San Francisco defensive coach Saleh. Jets firing him Monday? We did the Shoe Shine, our boxing show on Monday, and they told him to kick rocks. They escorted him out of the building. And then it got kind of political because on Twitter, people were going around saying that potentially he might have been fired for wearing a Lebanon flag on his or something like that. But it seems like by all reports that him and Aaron Rodgers have been getting into a lot of arguments and a lot of fights lately. And you've said that Aaron Rodgers is basically the team right now, the team leader. They're going to have a new coach. Is that going to impact their performance, the Jets? Can they pull off a massive upset against Josh Allen on Monday Night Football?
Nah, I don't even think trading for Devontae Adams fixes the Jets at this point. Like, I look at it like this. Anybody know anybody knows football knows who's the offensive coordinator of the Jets, Nathaniel Hackett. He coached the Broncos before Sean Payton. He was fired halfway through the season of his first season as the Denver head coach because his team not only sucked, but his offense sucked. His offensive play calling sucked. And nobody could do anything with it. Now he's the offensive coordinator. This is more of the same thing, man. Like, people caught on to this type of offense he's running it. And it's like non-existent in this NFL age now. And like Aaron Rodgers, he's making a lot of bad plays. And like, yeah, of course he's gonna have the ball. They got him to sign there. Once they knew they went over there and signed him, Robert Saleh Davis was numbered in there. He became one of the less important people in that building and everything. And the thing about it is, the last couple of seasons, the Jets' defense has been better. and everything, but they haven't really been that good this year. And you look at it, they're not getting better. Nothing's going right. This is the first time the Jets owners fired a coach during the season. So
things typically never go well. Things didn't necessarily get a huge boost when the Raiders did that last season, mid-season. They got a tiny little boost. That's why it'd be very interesting. Should the Jets pull off this upset on Monday, Drew, if they pull it off, they'll be tied 3-3, just like the 49ers and the Seahawks right now.
Yeah, but I look at it like this. Robert Saleh now for the rest of the year, for the next 2 years, is making $20,000 a day, just sitting down and relaxing now.
Yeah, the 49er fans went nuts on Monday. They're like, hey, bring him over here. But like you said, he doesn't
want to do it right now. Yeah. Like, he wants to take the rest of the year off. But like, here's the thing. The Raiders fired 2 head coaches that were not in halfway point of their contracts. Like Josh McDaniels, you still owe him, like, you hired him for 5 years. After like 2 years, you fired him. And you got to pay more of that money than John Gruden. You weren't even in the middle of a 10-year contract with him. Altogether, your last 2 coaches, you're still paying $80 million in total to them and the Raiders. So $80 million is already invested in 2 past coaches. So now the Jets are going to have to pay Robert Saleh for the next 2 years. And if he takes another job, he's still making extra money with the Jets. So.
Yeah. By the way, Tommy says John Gruden is still making $10 million a year from the Raiders, Drew. And I'm actually a big fan of John Gruden's analysis. I was watching his take on the 49ers right here on YouTube. Now he's on YouTube. He's just chilling, collecting paychecks and making YouTube videos. Shout out to John Gruden. I enjoy watching his content on YouTube. Now a YouTuber. So you don't see them, the Jets pulling off this upset. That would put them in a tie for first place in their division. You got the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen covering the spread. It's just 2.5 points is all they need. They just need to win by a field goal.
Yeah, I think that Buffalo wins this. I really think that Buffalo is the better team at this point. The only thing that will worry me if Josh Allen makes a mistake for a couple of picks in this game. But I don't think the Jets defense is as good as it was the last 2 years. So, nah.
Well, there you have it, Drew. I know you told me you had something to do at 8:45. It's exactly 8:46. We covered all the games this week. I do appreciate everybody that tuned in. And let some football friends know, guys, this is for everybody. If you guys watch football every Sunday or, come in here on Thursday and let us know your picks. We do this typically every Thursday at 7:30. We do our boxing show, and then we put up some Vegas-related vlog content on my channel. I appreciate everybody that was here. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. Drop us a comment if you feel so inclined. I'm Dave in the 702. Drew, any final thoughts on this week in football?
Not offhand.
Oh, good, man. I appreciate everybody that was here tonight. Drew and I will be back for Tailgate Talk next Thursday. And everybody have a blessed weekend. Shout out to all the Libras. I'm going to be celebrating my birthday this week and probably recording some videos. And I'll have those up for you guys maybe by next week so you guys can see what I got into. Thanks, everybody. We'll be out. Peace.